for you. We was tripping, we was mad, sipping on some love. And I keep thinking about the situation, and I keep thinking about the conversations. Looking down a bottle glass, pouring into love. Sometimes feelings get complicated, sometimes we need some validations. Babe, you were mine, you know you fine. You listen to me, I'm one of a kind. It's times we get into it, then we separate. And it's times we be around each other every day. Sometimes you make me wanna take a break. You do some things that make me wanna stay. I make you mad cause of things I say. Then I make it right, you be saying my name.
Slap! You already know what it is with me. Aaron Price Love Addiction, man. Reppin' Shreveport, Monroe Stand Up. You already know what it is, nigga. Straight up. You already know we gonna drop the link. We gonna community tab it. You already know what time it is with me. To all my haters, your BM resembles a coyote from the neck up, nigga. Straight up and down. You already know it's the 100 Mob and it's Top Cat with Hondan, nigga. Straight up and down. We want to talk about Kevin Gates and we want to talk about Dreka, no name, nigga. Because she ain't got his last name no more, nigga. Straight up, she wants the bread, man. Yeah, after 9 years of marriage, nigga. It's over with, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, we already know they had ups and downs in their relationship coming out the gate, nigga. You understand? I'm talking about before rap. You understand what I'm talking about? Now, she did assist his career from day one, man. Now, we can't never forget that, man. Now, to her defense, bro, you know what I'm saying? She is deserved, you know what I'm saying, of some of the things that she's asking for. You know what I'm saying? Now, $70K a month, now that too damn much, man. You understand what I'm talking about? You need to pipe it down because, you know what I'm saying, now, you know, too much, you know. Now, they do got kids, though, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about their kids and all of that, you know, financially, we already know she's stable. She got her own businesses and stuff like that. You got to understand one thing about Kevin Gates. When he was in legal trouble with his, you know, older label named Dead Game Records, when they was signing contracts in his name and stuff, he spoke about this inside his Stranger Than Fiction mixtape. You know what I'm saying? He said contracts, you know what I'm saying, on my name, you know what I mean? And all that stuff like that, you know what I mean? That he didn't, you know what I mean, remember. So it's like, my thing is, niggas was forging his name. He don't even own the rights to his own name, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's said to be, you know what I mean? When his cousin and him were going at it, he let that out kind of. He don't own the rights to his name, the name Kevin Gates, you know what I'm saying? Now, we know Kevin Gates, you know, real name is Kevin Gillard, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So my thing is this, man. We got to look at this from a standpoint of business, man. Dreka got that man business intact, you know, and everybody know it. So it's like, I mean, we can't sit here and say that she's not deserving of nothing. But, you know, inside marriage, you got a thing called if you do something and I don't do something to break this up, I don't got to pay you nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we all know what that is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The prenuptial thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, if niggas don't sign no prenup, or rather they do sign a prenup, you know what I mean? After 5 years in certain states, you got spousal support. You know what I'm saying? It's all type of penalties and stuff like this, man. But when you create adultery and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? That's what Dreka did, right? With the trainer, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like she the one that got out of pocket, you know what I mean, and got caught. So it's like, you know, shouldn't she be paying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like this, man. She won't this to not, you know what I mean, affect their kids. But since this happened, Kevin Gates ain't paid none of the kids' tuition, you know what I'm saying? And none of their medical, none of this stuff like this, none of the bills for the kids. And this is what, you know what I mean, she taking them to court for, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't know if this is Kevin Gates' way of getting mad and, you know what I'm saying, because of what she did, you know what I mean? Because we hear it all through the music, you know what I'm saying? Listen to a song called One Day, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that whole album was about Dreka when she first did what she did with the so-called trainer. You see what I mean? And then he started getting more into, you know what I mean, lifting weights and working out and stuff like that. You know, men do things like that when they heartbroken, nigga. You know, bury themselves within the gym. Now, it came out as him being a better Kevin, yeah, but the way we got to look at it is we can't take sides because with them being together for 9 years, I mean, at the end of the day, niggas is feeling some type of way, you know? When people step out of bounds and step outside of what, you know, their morals and principle was to the relationship. And that stick together, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Not step out on a relationship, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. So Kevin Gates, like I said, he made a new song or whatever the case may be. And, you know, he going at Dreka and stuff like that. And, you know, still saying little things because most of his music is going at her. You know what I mean? Dreka, you know, she say little things, but it's really ain't, you know what I'm saying, what people think it is. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, when we look at Kevin Gates and we look at his whole career, we got to look at it as if, you know what I mean, Dreka did help him get to where he was, but he was destined to be where he going to be anyway, you know? But this whole thing where everybody taking Dreka's side and everybody saying that Dreka right and she deserved this and that, you don't know what she deserved, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is this, though. Yeah, she do deserve some things, and you know what I'm saying? When it's pertaining to the kids is what she asking for, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, however it go, I'm sure they already taken care of regardless. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know if she using this as a vice because they're not together no more or what. But y'all drop them comments and let me know, man. It's the 100 Mob. I'm out.